He's merely the abductor of my child, not the bringer of the Twilight. Still, once Baldur is safe, I will return to Asgard and raise an army. Muspelheim must be conquered, without mercy. Survey the area, Sunan. Go, my eyes. Aid me. Be my eyes. Looks like the partial key I found would fit here.
Eat some of this!
Watch for my lead!
Fire, you knights! Focus! We have this!
Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a Salakar. Might.
Hear them beat well. them burn! Lumbering to your fate! A burning sacrifice!
The culprit was deciphering Elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful hookers. The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. Letter from Sinmara. There's much secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Sutur are aware. The vault is marked here, along with the second location. Another ritual site, perhaps.
You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now.
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I am following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Calder, an adept in magic. Or Seder, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seder. At least not as I know it. He's using something called a Salakar. It is part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those. For now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mess yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the Salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on the map surrounded by waters, just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value the Salakar holds.
Busy getting pissed.
Here!
Hey!
Calder may be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
Get back!
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with two others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were two of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Join me, together, we will enact Suitor's will. Who among you will hold that distinct honor?
Those curing bear pits, and those fierce ironwood maidens. Nobody spits a fouler curse.
No! Mind the Salaka! Let me kill him!
Kill them!
The northwest face is snapping at his heels. It can't have made it far.
Die! Look at Shirley with us!
Asa chased after Calder like a rabbit hound. He's no helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this pursuit? I need your eyes, my friend. These fools dared stand in our path. Bodies on this warpath. He was the last to die. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They're headed west. Be my eyes, Sunan. Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I've always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. I need to find Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other, closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They're hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl, Asa. Your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. Stretch your wings, Sunan. see you, old friend. I should not be seen in this outside razor or Calder. Only these curious yachted buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't. These were similar. I used to restrain someone. The dead stack up. For these muspels, Ragnarok came early. Ace's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. Asa chased Calder into this cab, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wits stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she's his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar, for Baldur's sake. What do you see, Sunan? They paused here for a moment before continuing. Most likely to resecure Ace's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me, temporarily. Baldur would not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they are young, pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being. I hope I'm not too late. They made a turn here, toward the river. Asa.
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around. unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know... Fear. We must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Is that your best? Come now, Harvey. Boy, put up more of a fight. Suitor will be surprised when I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse. Make sure he knows the truth. I enjoy looking my bones flesh, seeing what was underneath. What purity! Full and true! The apple fell far. Such desperate need. Yes, you could see now. Weak, old, frail. What happened, oh father? Too much of that pretentious Asgardian air.
Why is Suture collecting Hoogers? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish finish my work.
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Suter!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Suter will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Baldur, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun. Perhaps if I listen to their chatter, some found wisdom will reveal itself.
Please, people, go away.
This marks the end. Well, we at least go out with our bellies as full as our spirits.
Death may have to carry us into the next round.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it'll enjoy Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Malvigr.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suttungr didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here. Sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malvigr.
It's a deal.
Death will have to carry us into the next
No one
round.
wants to hear our saga.
What? But we're
A hovel
giants.
full of weight. Burden on down.
They're lying oaks about the invasion. Just not keep us down here.
Why are you here? Why not?
Oh, I'm getting bored with all this drinking and dancing.
Well, I'm getting tired of all this
What's that?
Burden on lonely.
Let's go have a drink and a dance, and then I'll tell you. Leave us be.
No. Let's let our saga die.
Show me. This is the place. The old home of Brahmer and Lum. Oh, whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Ugh, looks like I'm getting my toes wet. This wondrous cup of theirs. It should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
To leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigor is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigor is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
A worthy foe. I will find Malvigor at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angrboda once came to blows. I will find Malvigor at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angrboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Angrboda. If the Salakar rejects Malvigor, then it is a false tool and Sutur pins his hopes on a worthless toy. These rugged views. They remind me of when I once ruled the land with Frick. The cool nights spent together beneath the... There is a dam. But this tempest... It is so natural. These rugged views. They remind me of when I once ruled the land with Frick. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And then came the war with the Vanir. Taking... And many other things too. What trickery is this?
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You, the one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat, will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it.
I'll get to the portal!
Take There's hand!
Inflict a fate worse than death on me!
I'll get to the portal!
Watch for my signal!
I prevail. I must adapt some of these maneuvers for my own use. done! Try to footwork! Let your hands full now! Something similar when he and I fought. I assume he learned it from you.
You are the greater warrior. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do.
Get on with it, blind one! End my misery!
Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No. You do not. Malvikr was right. I must find out more about the Salakar. Perhaps Hirokin. I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. That leaves Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? The old workshop ruins in Vangrin. Yes, that's the place. What do you see? This is the old workshop that Ivaldi spoke of. I should check if he's already here. Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir. Is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, yet I've never heard of...
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Sutur invaded their lands, They begged me for aid, but the war with the Vanir had only just ended and I was weary. Long after, I learned how Surtur devoured the elf's immortal light, Hugr by Hugr. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What Hugrs does it hold?
Those of 2 warlords, one a Muspel, the other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Surtur, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this. This something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide, but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me. Try looking near the largest karst south of here. Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Vangren was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broker. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
Sunan, guide me. Have a look, Sunan. I must be careful now.
The Arger mare running away!
Damn you! Average pickings. Better bring the crew.
Don't bring us any trouble.
I should look around for any signs leading to the shelter. I should look around for any signs leading to the shelter.
What do you see? Must. Show me what lies ahead.
Your work!
Dwarven markings. If I follow, they will lead me to a shelter. A Dwarven rune. I must be on the right track. A Dwarven rune. A runic symbol. Dwarves. must be close to a shelter. A runic symbol. The shelter must be close. The shelter must be nearby. How did the dwarves get all the way up here? This way will take me to the dwarves. Close, I feel it. Wolves have left their mark here. So, this is where they hide. There is a shelter not far from here. This must be the shelter Evildy spoke of. I should head inside. So, this is where they hide. A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Orgred.
He's the master of this workshop.
Master? Nah, boy, he's chief when the masters ain't here.
Let's see. Which one is Ogler?
Here to help? So many starving dwarves. So much shit.
Here to lend a hand.
Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakler.
Good to see you.
Keep looking.
So much shit. Asgard has abandoned us. Why are you?
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brokkr or Sindri.
They still breathe. Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Brokkr?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brokkr when he shows up.
Tell him Havi of Asgard was here.
Havi of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
Be welcome, friend.
So much shit. Is that Harvey? What do you want?
did anyone follow you?
3 times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball!
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one!
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
Horseshit. Master Brugger, I'm glad you've made it home. And your brother, did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special mead?
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunger's special mead.
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or 2, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Ivaldi with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? He was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
Is it too much to ask for some decent talks around here?
You wouldn't know these.
Hand it to Sindri. Even after all that has happened, he still has the defiance to seek the horn of Svartalfheim's finest. Sweet scent of mead, fouled by the stench of muspels. And Jotnar too. The smell of mead grows strong. This must be where everything is stored. Sindri's nose would have guided him here.
We roar!
Bolton! Shoot there! So slow.
Sindri's been here. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they're not as light as they look. As they call it. The Sindri special mead. Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it.
This hammer bears the mark of Sindri, and here, a bag of roasted acorns. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish. But alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jarnshus. That is where I should go next.
Just stand there. Get it over with. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of any of you. Put me out of my misery so I don't have to look at your...
Reeks of misery. More than I would even wish upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late. I should be cautious around here.
See all that meat in their fat little bellies.
Giants have no mercy. When I face them, I will show them none. Most of the dead have been roasted upon the flames. But that other body over there, I hope it is not who I think it is.
Enjoy the flight! I'll smash you!
I know this mark. Whoever he was, he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense that the Salakar was satisfied on this occasion. As this character is and then
have my thanks, Ravenbeard.
Gongados! Kom er undan!
Are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Kelders sated the Salakar with the hookers of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else.
It cannot be! Is this Sindri? Noblest of dwarfs!
Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarfs. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. I must speak with Broker. Seen a dwarf rowing in one of these boats.
We're missing the tools.
I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to...
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar, like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri, beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop!
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then, one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lobbed his chisel and struck the coward dead right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written.
Last
I must
time
find a way to ease Brooker's sorrow and make him amenable to my wishes.
oiling his favorite hammer.
Where could they be?
Is something wrong, Vasil?
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch.
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri.
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Brooker. Except now we can't find them.
And you have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. Wouldn't be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
I hear Vesal can't find the Master's tools. It's too horrible to even think about.
I am very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs. It is exhausting. Oh, Loki. Friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your guilt conversation. Even the lies. Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. Sunan, guide me. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. Stretch your wings, Sunan. Finally, the tools of Sindri's trade. I must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage that tonight he feasts in Valhalla, the first of his kind to ever do so. Ivaldi has come. Perhaps he can be of use.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off!
We must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Who knows how long it'll take before the dwarves get around to lighting the torches. It'll be faster if I do it. Who knows how long it'll take before the dwarves get around to lighting the torches. It'll be faster if I do it. The dwarves have saved a place for me. This is a great honor that they...
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
It's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
But defying Sutor was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutor's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you, and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
Senses. If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.
These are the finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on!
Good to see you're getting along. So, Broker, do you accept your duty?
Don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up me arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your own...
Bickering dwarves. How unusual.
Asa, you return.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Ymir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that...
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna. My stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekathorp, her supplies hub.
I'll deal with all three.
In the meantime, I shall return to Aetri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more... amenable.
I'll return when I'm done. And I will expect answers regarding the Salakar.
To solve this task, we must put our minds together.
Well, my mind and whatever you call that thing between your ears.
Ah, piss off. In all our time together, I never had no complaints from my brother.
Mjolnir?
It wasn't my fault! Everyone knows that. Everyone!
Of course it wasn't.
Hreidmar's armor. He wore it when his sons turned against him. Dwarves believe it to be cursed. I don't think they'll mind if I relieve them of this malediction.